In drumming, as in life, sometimes you need to know when to release. In drumming, it could be releasing your rhythm, not holding back, just letting it go and not be so concerned about perfectionism and are you playing things exactly right. Obviously, if you're in a touring band, that might be a bit different. But if you're just playing for fun or you're playing with a fun group or even at church, it doesn't have to be perfect, so let it go. Now, for me, I am in a real season of release because we are moving. I am not in my drum room today because the drum room is almost totally empty. Yes, folks, I had to sell off a lot of my drums because we sold the house quickly, and instead of buying a new house, we are going to be renting an apartment. Okay, so you might have guessed, drummers don't do well in apartments because we can't play the drum set there or the drum kit. So that's okay. I have plenty of drums at church. I have my percussion set up. I actually had two. I sold one. I'm keeping the one at church. And I really didn't need the boatload of djembe drums and things because I'm not doing big events anymore. I'm just doing private drum therapy sessions and small group events. Okay, so in order to release, though, you've got to shift your mindset a bit and let go of expectations because that's what really trips people up. They jump into things sometimes too quickly and then they get discouraged when it doesn't work out the way that they had hoped. Case in point, I'm recording this in January. Happy New Year, by the way. A lot of people make those New Year's resolutions and they want to lose weight. That's like the top one, right? But they don't really have a game plan. And they're not looking at all the different issues that surround losing weight. It's not just exercise. You have to make loads of different changes. So in that case, you might have to release your previous diet in order to lose weight. For drumming, I just tell people to, get in the zone. And if you want to combine drumming with some affirmations or Bible verses or whatever, that's a great way to do an exercise that focuses on release. You can do some sweeping things. I've done loads of videos with that. But when you're drumming this way, you're drumming with intention. So start to think about what it is that you need to release that's no longer serving you, that you don't want to bring into the new year, right? What didn't work out? Maybe you have some disappointments. Maybe there were some discouraging things that happened last year. I know for many of us, it was a very, very odd year for business. Very slow, which is very, very unusual. So instead of freaking out about that, we're going to take a deep breath and we're going to just sweep those things away. Don't need that. Sweep and don't need that. Sweep, sweep, all gone now. Deep breaths. For as long as you need. You can add extra beats if you want. Last one. So you might do that for a while. You might try listening to instrumental music and either journaling or just, if you're a person of faith, pray and see what kind of divine downloads you get. You might get a picture, you might get a word for the year. Mine is definitely release. And then you can just build from that. So don't get discouraged, my friends. Don't hold on to things that are no longer serving you just because where you are at or what you're doing is really comfortable. Sometimes you need to move ahead and move on to the next stage. Next stage drumming. Dory here. Hope you're doing well. Keep on rocking.